Politicians are politicians. Give them political jobs. Give them political jobs. Not mwamu kupela tabukawana at PS. Nerishirudi kuna nkani ku defense. They are ishirudi. I mean, these are confused people. These are confused people. This guy, I mean, was doing adding diaspora. He was busy for social media. And if you go back, you will see that there is no substance in that guy. There is no substance. But these are the people that you are rewarding these jobs. Now look at this fool. Instead of, conscientizing people, taking a duty of care for the Zambian people, uyo amkulali owali ati no, uli safe. Honestly, how can you say uli safe? Nishimwe mwasula avena Zambia kwa kuti bale liefyabola. Avena Zambia ati no, it's okay. Bale liefyabola. Ushekwena poto Africa, is that where we have reached, where you don't respect people? Ukutampokola balisha kwa timahos. Dionse ndapa. Yali amatawalia. Mupere haka inde ichilema. Ayapere ngombe shako. Mumwewe. Tumone ngala asumini. Pantundamieva haka inde ichilema. Ali chindikapo ngombe shako. Ukuchila abantu. Yali amatawalia. Yo ine china nikane PS chaku defense. Longa matawalia. Longo. Utwale kuna nikane. Ulanda tutwali ngombe shako ya HH. Ala kan. Ala kutamsha ponenchi. But you want people to eat that maize. It is very clear, whatever. I don't want to sound scientific or technical. I'm not technical myself. So that avoid to tampo kulumbula. Yo mulif shani But what is enough for me is that our sambirira na balando kwebati, this whatever substance is contained in there, whichever way it came in there, whether it is a preservative, whether whatever it is, they can affect human beings, especially taken, in large quantities. They are nabalanda. So for me, that is enough. That is enough. And any responsible government will avoid that. They will do everything possible to make sure that people do not consume something that will affect their health. And like I was saying, the point is that upo watu wakwata wakwebati iyonga nadia so fila fine chile chipuba chile charia ati mwamona ndifye wino teyapa ndifye wino bupuba bulia bupuba par excellence, because kuti walia kupeni. But some of these food that we eat, they have an effect, a long-term effect, whereby kutuwalia ulifebu but afterwards you develop some problems. And when you develop those problems, you will not even associate it kufintuwali 5 years ago or 3 years ago. This is the issue. So na papata mwe wantu mwikonkerere chipube PS chipuba chaku defense mwichikonkerera kuti wali yesu wali apopene ati mwamona ndifye bwino nayi kitano kwikuta, but yali ama chemicals nga yaingira mu mubiri, alama chemicals nga yaingira mu mubiri yalata mpokula bomba ngafira balera ndati yali kwata mutation whatever katushinga ni cell, which will cause your body to change, to change and become vulnerable to amalwela ya pala cancer, amalwela ya pala affecting ama lungs na people. You see? So that is the challenge. That is the challenge. For now you can eat it, but later on it will be affected. You'll be affected. So, mubeko very, very careful. Mwikonkerera abantu abo. And you see, this is the responsibility of government. Because you see, when such a thing happens, government should come out very straight. For example, where is this maize coming from? Where is this maize coming from? Where is the maize coming from? This is the answer that they haven't answered. And you know, some of these things, they don't even have to be like, what can I say, scandals. They don't have to be scandals. These are issues that government can easily explain. But when you don't explain things properly, that is when now you have other people now coming in to say you want to kill certain people of a certain region. Because you are not coming out, you are not explaining things. Some of these things really don't, we don't have to blow them out of proportion. But you people in government, you are the one that cause these problems. Because you don't come out with accurate information to explain so that people can understand. Now, you have people saying you want to kill people of a certain region. But okay, again, some of these things, but I think Nanguma politics, but sometimes to Rasana. Okay, Haka in the Ichilema, yes, has got his own issues and everything. But do you really think that Haka in the Ichilema will go and bring maize to come and kill certain people? How it's not making sense, that one. How in Nakana? In Nakana, that one. For me, on that one, excuse me, Zexi. As much as Haka in the Ichilema has got issues, and I've got issues against Haka in the Ichilema, but really, I don't think I would want to exaggerate things to those extents whereby you start saying Haka in the Ichilema wants to commit genocide. No, I think some of these things, some of these things, we shouldn't go, we shouldn't exaggerate too much. I mean, yes, the man has got problems and whatever we can talk about so many things about Haka in the Ichilema, but committing genocide, namkaninako. Nakana, apopena ine, namkaninako. On that one, yes, I'm not saying those people who are saying that they can say whatever, that's their opinion, I respect that. But also respect my opinion on this one, to stand with Haka in the Ichilema, to say, I don't think he wants to commit genocide. I don't think Haka in the Ichilema would go to that extent. To go and import a matava, awe. Yes, he will be following Chirufatayadi. He can sort out Chirufatayadi, he can sort out that one, he can sort out that one. But I think that one is really, I think it is unreasonable. It is unreasonable to accuse government or to accuse Haka in the Ichilema that he wants to kill certain people. Awe, to fair. Even when we are criticizing, let us criticize things if into feel panga sense. Not to have a kumbi. I think it's a little bit too much to say Haka in the Ichilema wants to kill, wants to commit genocide. Nakana sana. Namkanina kwa Haka in the Ichilema. Namkanina. He has got a problem and everything. I will criticize him on issues that make sense. But to go and say genocide, I think, guys, kaya sana. Akokena kaya sana. You are taking it out of proportion. You are taking it out of proportion. But the problem is, you are the ones who give way to this kind of unreasonableness. When you are not straightforward, when you are not transparent, some of these issues should not even be a scandal. As far as I'm concerned, this issue should not be a scandal. Because what really happened, I mean, in my view, of course, we didn't have the maize. We didn't have the maize, and government wanted to offload, to offload cheap midi meal on the market. So they went somewhere, wherever they could go, wherever they went, and got cheap maize and brought it in. This is basically what happened. They went out and looked for cheap maize to bring it into the country so that they can offload cheap midi meal. So, yes, we can talk about how careless they were when they sold out the maize. They messed up, they have messed up, and that is what we should talk about. It has merit. And now, at this point, when we have this maize, which is rotten, this maize which is poisonous, this maize which is toxic. At this point, all government has to do is to explain, sorry, Vane, we went to such a place, or we went to this country and we bought this maize. Unfortunately, this maize maybe yali kalisha, or maybe bali sanshire komuti, or maybe yali yamahosi. You explain. Once you explain to people, at least you allay such speculations of you committing genocide. Without you, coming out and telling people the truth, what really happened, you invite speculations, you invite more talk. Now, they will be accusing you that you want to commit genocide. And indeed, at the end of the day, it could be genocide, because if number of people die, there are so many people die. I mean, what is that? But well, it will still not be genocide, because genocide has to be defined. Genocide is, within killing people for whatever reasons, either on tribal, on what is this, race, to wipe them out. So genocide has got its own definition, with the intention, you kill people, a number of people, because of their ethnicity, because of their race. That is genocide. But in such a situation, yes, it's true, people will die. I'm telling you, people are going to die, because already so far we don't know how many people have consumed this maize. And the effect, may not even have been realized. Some of them, I am very sure some of them have already even suffered out of that bad maize. But the effect may not have been realized. And some of them, the effect will come much later. And we might not even link it to this maize. And people will die. But certainly those people that will die, so that we fully understand, we appreciate how the toxicity came about. We need to understand, how did the toxicity come about? And this can only be known if we are able to communicate with the people that supplied us the maize. So we need to know, who are the suppliers? Who are the suppliers? And we need to ask them, how did this happen? Once we know what happened, then we say, now, when did this maize come into the country? Which districts did it go to? Because we know that, yes, the maize, some of the maize were going to the millers. But we know that in certain cases, there are people that actually get the maize and go and take them kufigayo. They go and mill them using the local hammer mills. So when we know, when we understand this, to say, okay, I don't know if it's Lusaka, I don't know. For example, I know that in Southern Province, they were selling maize. They were selling maize at 300 kwacha per bag. Now kwatareji. Now kwatareji, you pay 300 kwacha, they were selling. People were buying actual maize. Actual maize. So, is it possible that this is part of that maize? That people in Southern Province and other areas, they were buying maize. They were buying maize, and then they were taking that maize to the local hammer mills. So we need to find out, we need this kind of information. When did it start coming? Where did it go first? How many people, how many bags were sold as maize? And it went to which milling companies? Okay, these milling companies. When did it go to these milling companies? When did it go into the market? Which market? Is it Lusaka? Is it Chipata? Where? And once we know this, we kind of, condone those districts and target them for mitigation purposes. We ask our Sambirida, we ask them, so, umuntu ngaliefi, what can we do to reverse whatever impact which would have happened on a person? What can we do to reverse it? And they will tell us, no, maybe we should give them this kind of medication. And even if you don't give them as a government, you don't give this medicine, you don't give it freely, you can at least, the information, having information is very important. Having information is very important. At least when people know to say, okay, you were exposed to this maize in this area, you could have been exposed. So get a prophylactic, yeah, ichwechi sungu icho na papata. Uvemba wandine. Yeah, na filo kulanda. Na filo kuchilandecho. You know, take a medicine that will at least, you know, prevent you from suffering this. And taking the health institutions in those areas to be alert, to be testing people when people come with certain symptoms which are relating to this. We test them for this. And you even give a period. You give it a period, 3 years, people will be tested on this. That's how a government should run. That's how a government should run. Not to watch PS at no, would if you win. Meanwhile, Minister of Health is saying something else. Minister of Health is saying something else. Zabs is saying something else. And this government is tablalaza. This government is chipante-pante. But pressing a manjimina. Hey, tayari. Surely, is this the way that they should handle such situations? Is this the way that they should handle such situations? Not at all. Not at all. In a Panami Pela, if I were in government, because hey, what is the solution? If I were in government myself, these are some of the issues that, first of all, is to make sure that you know the extent of this toxicity. That is the first thing. The first thing is to stop. That's for sure. Is to recall, because once it is still there, I mean, it is a problem. So yes, they have done a recall, but that recall, they really don't know. Recall up to where? Which districts? Which part of the country are you recalling? Where? So you need this information. That's why you need this information. Where did this maize come from? When did it enter the country? Where did it go? That information should easily be found. And you, of course, recall and stop the distribution of this maize. And then you check now the levels and the dangers of being exposed to this toxicity. Then you come up now with issues on how you can prevent people from dying from this poison that is contained in this maize. It doesn't matter, because some of you fools are talking about, no, hey, it is whatever. It doesn't matter whether that poison comes as a result of bacteria sitting on that maize because it is in a damp place. Whatever. The issue is that it is a danger. And the danger, you cannot estimate it. That's why you need to have some builder. They tell you to say, this is the extent. This is the exposure. And once that is done, you say, now, what are we going to do to those people that may have consumed? Since you know the areas where you took, you target those people. You either sensitize people to take certain medication or take certain foods to neutralize whatever toxicity that is in their bodies. And you tell the health institutions, to say, what are the symptoms? You know the symptoms, and you tell those hospitals to say, when you see a person with such a symptom, can you make sure that you test for this? Can you make sure you test for this? Would take what at methodical. Would take one methodical. Not if you mullet if you are pante. Te methodical. So consider this. These things shouldn't be an issue. Where did you get the maize? We are not saying, if you say the country, this is the country that gave us that maize, it's not that we are going to accuse them that they wanted to kill us. No. It is just for us to know. And so that we can also understand how this toxicity came about in that maize. We go there and check. We talk to them. Not if and you are making an issue now. Now I want to no, you want to commit genocide. You know, again, that is an extreme. That is an extreme. I mean, let us criticize, but let us not, you know, blow things out of proportion. Because when we do that again, we lose our efficacy. If we are going to be exaggerating things, we lose our efficacy in offering checks and balances. Let us be reasonable. Let people see that, okay, if you fear not no. Anyway, that is my view. That is my view. But pante mobile drone can be Upnd. It's like, I mean, paribecha mikupa. It's like paribecha mikupa, like you are covered with a spell. You are covered with a spell where everything is going wrong. Even what is supposed to go right, you make it wrong. Even what is supposed to go right, you make it wrong. Look at this story about you, Muzala, Simukonda. Look at this story. I mean, this young man went to kuma Olympics, he did well. He has done well. I mean, we're supposed to be collecting credit. We're supposed to be celebrating. But number the guy has even refused to put, he has refused to put a Zambian flag next to his name. He has refused. Because yes, he's right. He is very right. Now, once we criticize that guy works very hard for him to reach those levels. It is not a joke. Even those people that went to Kuma Olympics, it's not a joke. For you to be selected to be part to represent your country, it is not a joke. It is not a joke. These are not people that sit on social media. No, these are people that put in so much effort to perform well. They put in so much. I mean, some of us, we are struggling, you know. I've been trying to swim. I've been trying to swim. I'm swimming pool. It has been a problem. Just swimming, I'm struggling. I'm struggling. Kuma gym, kuma gym. Ma gym. Mwana mfuala. Mwako 2 days mwaneka. 2 days mwaneka. These people, they cook themselves. They go into the gym. They run. They do what? It is excruciating on their part to reach even that level which you might not appreciate. It is very painful. It's not easy. It takes a lot of sacrifice. It takes a lot of sacrifice. Mujimu how long can you go mujimu waikaramu? How long? Go waikaramu 30 minutes. Kwati ni uli muleba. Go amusango muntu naikala kwati ali muleba. And yet we travel to gym for 10 minutes. But these people, they don't go to the gym for 10 minutes. They spend hours. That is their job. They don't do anything else. Their job is to train. That is their job. I don't know, Mbati. Give them allowances. And you're not giving them allowances. And obviously, no, we have paid everyone. We have paid everyone. We have started paying. But chera tukuta. I mean, please. I don't like talking about young people. I don't like to talk about young people. For me, you know, I want to fight Navena Haka in the Ichirema, not young people. But chera tukuta. I mean, sympathize with your friend. Sympathize with your friend. Sympathize with your friends. That guy has done a lot. For him to be there, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. So all of you Zambians, including you praise singers, you must rally behind all these athletes and encourage them. Because it takes a lot. It is not as easy as typing broken English for social media. It is not. Imamwikala pa social media, you are keyboard warriors. Busy type negatives. Finish watch tap. Some of you can't even lift your own John. Kufiro kumwimia. Your own John, you can't lift it up. And you want to be criticizing these guys. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on. Spare these guys. Give them respect. Give them respect and give them what they deserve. This guy, when they were Kuma Olympics, he told us. He told us the situation. And Elvis that no, social media. I mean, what choice do they have? What choice do they have? If you send them there and they stay there for days and you don't give them money, what choice do they have? Who do they talk to? They come to talk to you when you know. Didn't you know that never Kuma Olympics? Indalama shenu, imwesh ishenu, mulekwa tendarama. You have the money. You have the money to sponsor your cadres and do whatever. But you don't want to give people that are bringing pride to our country. People that are bringing dignity to our country. You don't want to give them. So what choice do they have? What choice do they have? Don't say, hey, media. No, they have got a right. They have got a right. If you are doing good things, you want them to go to the media to praise you. When you are doing wrong things, no, don't go to the media. So that is some Conga guy. Shut up, all of you, Mobaliland. The guy you are not 10th of what that guy is. You are not. You are not. And his frustrations are real. His frustrations are real. That's what he does. That's what he does. That is his job. And he should be rewarded. Look at how other countries reward their athletes. Why do you want to cheapen Antoine Kane, our professionals? No, it is very bad. It is very bad. So, Napapata, give him respect to Lumendo. And these others, give them respect. And the next time that you are preparing for this, motivate them. That's why everything is going bad. Look at where we are in football. Zambia, we are very talented in terms of sport. We are very talented. We have got talent in Zambia. When we had the mines sponsoring the mines and other companies during the Kaunda days, sport was thriving in our country. We have the talent. Zambians have a talent. The problem is the support. That is where the problem is. We have the talent. Zambia has the talent. But in a meddling and negligence on the part of our athletes is what is causing all these problems. Our footballers, Nema boxers, this is what is causing these problems. You are not looking after them well. You are not motivating them. Look at football. If my politics, politics, because you want certain people to be in those positions, to be in the position you end up going to arrest Abena Kamanga Navanango. And you think we can develop like that? Do you think we can develop? Do you think we can move forward? Hey, we are in support of you. You are in support of you. How do you expect results without putting in anything? You expect good results. Ama results yala makuisa because ama results you need to invest in those results. You can't reap where you have not sown. You can't reap where you have not sown. If you want good results, you have to make sure that you invest in people, investing their time, investing their talent, investing their hard work. You give them all the support that they need. You motivate them. That is the only way we can succeed. Otherwise, we will always be crying. We will always be crying. You want to put your people there. You want to put your people there. You go and arrest. What country are you? Where are this in country? First, I'll come back to that. I'll come back to that. I don't know. I mean, you arrested Kamanga. You arrested Kamanga Navanankwe and you publicized it. Hey, Kamanga Navempia. Hey, Shani. Hey, obtaining money by false pretense. Why is the case not going into court? Why is the case not going to court? It is now 5 months. But you did that nonsense just because you wanted to remove Kamanga. You wanted to put your own people there. Elvis. Take chalo. Mule take chalo kwa mule take nkoko. There is no sense in what you are doing. It's foolishness. It's foolishness. What have you achieved now? And look how we have been performing now. Everything is bad. Everything is bad. Where is our pride? At least wale chula kone nsala shan ngakwaisa kubola mwasekerera mwasamwa Zambia irete no mbopo mwaishira ba UPND epo mwaishira ifintu fila ave paish Simukonda is right. I can understand him. Aro ni mbona no upuwa mule chitapa abapene songa bwya na mchalo tumwa mwikata no kumwikata hivi mwaichenga kuti wasanga fye kwa wati kuti bakusunga bwino. Just go if bantu fya kwa tamanu ifi Simukonda ngana ukwata ko vesamu he kwa wati waya. Just go tafya kwa tamanu ifi bantu ifi, because if you feel water you will come back, they will come and frustrate you, they will whatever pass fya kupera no mulando fya kuikata ifi bantu ifi tafya kwa tamanu fika kuikata no kweta fika pokena passport they can frustrate you, they can finish you, these idiots. Because, I mean, for them, even this government, it's terrible. I don't know. Elvis. But you know, kirikiti, ningu mfuati muleru na ma positions. Mama ne vinta mo vya. If you have muleru na ma position, na mo bokulu na ma position no. Mu UPND na bambo kulira ama positions. Ba Elvis nkandi bale fo vice president. Intelligence has reached me. Ba Elvis nkandi bale fo vice president. Ba UPND umfweni kuno miture kwa matwi. Ba Elvis nkandu bale umfwana na bantwani kade na bamtale na rumango ukwe bati filafine bampianike kulia you know kaidi ewa piana ba ntwani kane constitution yaba ntwani kane yaba mayo bana rumango filafine piana ila constituency bale fa bampianike na pali vice president. But if I'm playing vice president, they are busy conniving. Mone ni upuba, mwamba no kula chita connive, bapene mwingira mu UPND, mwamba no kula chita connive, mushave na aba ikalamu. Mushave na abena Jack Mwimbu. Abena Jack Mwimbu tabalamba no kutontonga na pali vice president. Imwe ba Elvis nkanti, mwamba kula tontonga na pali vice president. Anyway, akulwileni vice president, but tamwakabumoni. And that's why Wauka, I'll be talking about you every day. And because you need to make a decision. You need to make a decision. Not that Edgar Lungu needs you. Not that Edgar Lungu needs you. You are the one who needs Edgar Lungu. You are the ones who need Edgar Lungu. But look, Edgar Lungu has identified himself as a member of UKA. So chile to shupa. And that's why we are just saying, okay, since Edgar Kalungu bali become what niba UKA member, balalemba no kulemba, ngabalemba, the 60th president, Edgar Chagwalungu, UKA member. So now, we are telling you, make a decision na Edgar Kalungu. Because you make a meeting once in a Edgar Kalungu. It's part of the decisions that you make. So we are telling you now to say, can you make a decision? We want you to bring out Edgar Kalungu. I mean, there is no any other way I'm going to say. It's not that I'm forcing you. Bring out Edgar Kalungu to say, Edgar Kalungu is our candidate. Because I mean, people are tired. People want to move. Uko ku Upnd na bambo kulira mu vice president. Imyotoka na bambo kupenda. Na bambo kupenda. By office nkandu bale ivika bale for vice president. Bale for vice president bachirire bambya baba mu Upnd. So imwe bauka otherwise twalami bweramu. Twalami bweramu na Edgar Kalungu ile twalamu bweramu. I mean we can't go on like this. We need somebody to be whatever. We need somebody to say, "Oh, you, okay, minina." We need to start fighting this battle. We need to fight this battle. We have got a constitutional case ku judicial. We need to up the campaign for Edgar Kalungu. So you cannot pretend to be quiet. You cannot pretend to be quiet. We need you people to come up. Ngate ifyo mchitowa urule china nikane chiuka chenpa. Otherwise twala chitowolo ni fwepo. Twala chitowolo. Twala tampo kula misatawolo. Come up. And I'm saying this including Edgar Kalungu because Edgar Kalungu sits there. Bwana, you said it. You told your party to say you are going to be on the ballot. But yes, you said you are going to be on the ballot. Meanwhile, you are part of this group. A group which is saying we will choose who will be our leader. You see that contradiction? I'm sure you understand me. Some of us, yes, we appreciated that you came out when you met those chairpersons and mayors of PF. You came out, I'm going to be on the ballot. But you are in this group. Which group is saying, no, to decide who kawa presidential candidate. And yet, Tawarelanda, Mukarandariladi, because we need to up the game. We need to up the game. Ngama t-shirt tutampo kuna nkane tutampo ku printer. Ba PF ba Upnd now they have started. There is a vehicle which I saw. Now they are branding ama vehicles yao. Na rigaria na bambo ku printer. Na bambo ku printer. Echo balemwishe balemba no bambo kulira na pali vice president. So na ifo kanishi quickly tieni Edgar Kalungu, let's see, let UKA declare Edgar Kalungu whatever. Then twambo kulisha vice president. Twambo kulira vice president. Because this situation is not helping us. It's not helping us. It's not helping us. And if you are waiting for the court, that is nonsense. We cannot be waiting for the court. We cannot be waiting for the court. We know Edgar Kalungu is eligible already. So there is nothing like we wait for the court. What are we waiting for? We know Edgar Kalungu is eligible. Edgar Kalungu stood in 2021. Change tabamu kanishi. So tapali vya kwa wati yo shan. Vauka, make a decision. Make a decision. Make a decision. Otherwise, tualata mpoko kuchitoboro la chiuka chimichu. Ndemye bechinga, tuala chitoboro la chiuka. Tuala chitoboro la chiuka chimichu. Ala, make a decision. Ma politics are trechita. Ma politics. This is not about friendship. It's not that because Nadim Savoy is my friend, Ntuankane is my friend. Ma politics. And ma politics mwana. Ninkondo. Ama politics te avana yo. Ama politics te avana. Ngamwachisendera. Mulechi temtemba. Tamwaka ipoko uteko. Ubuteko teti mupoke. kwati muleta mpya afila bati muleta mpya mumbone nseko. You can't. You can't. You need to make this decision. You need to make this, and it is wise. What I'm saying here, it's wise, and I'm sure many people agree with me. Many people agree with me. Baheti Galungu, you can't be saying no, I'm going to be on the ballot, but you are sitting with people that cannot make a decision, and we know that some of them are even conniving. Kumbali, they are conniving. We can't. I mean, we are not stupid. We cannot let other people be conspiring. What are you conspiring? You think if the reform will take? Eh? You think if the reform will take? Never will the reform. I'm a president of a political party. That's why I formed a political party, so that I can be president. So don't think that we are foolish to just be watching you. Even you are busy conniving. So wake up. Upnd, they are doing it. They are doing it. I've got reliable information that Elvis Nkandu is positioning himself. Now Ajito na wala iwika po. Hey, kwani wakantu Upnd. Na Ajito na wopo wale mfuaya. Na wale mfuaya wale kuba vice president. But okay, fine, let them do whatever they are doing. Let us do what we have to do on this side. And we have got a long battle. We are in opposition. Ulubili lwamu ipi kubangirila. Fishi tulelo lela. We need to start campaigning. Everybody must know we are running behind Edgar Lungu. Awabashile fwaya. Let them be. Nimbo na wamina mambo kulafunia tu manifesto. It's okay. Nababe. But awabashile fwaya. Those who don't want to rally behind Edgar Lungu, let them be. Those who don't want to rally behind Edgar Lungu, let them be. We will go to an election with Edgar Lungu and we will win. We will go to an election with Edgar Lungu and we will win. Those who don't want, let them be. Let's see. Edgar Lungu akapita, ilo tukesa kwa tafuta my election in kesa imini nankabishira no kumichira kuminyankula. Because some of you might be thinking to say, no, it's part of campaigning, whatever. You'll be just wasting your time. Some of you, votes, even when we stood in 2021. 2021, I stood as a mayor. I had more votes. Than some of you who were fishing from a bigger pool. The entire country, you couldn't raise 20,000 votes. The entire country. And I got those votes. I got those votes. But now Okalawa Adipa presidential. He was pulling from 6 million votes and he got 21,000 votes. And I got 20,000 votes. So you can go ahead. Let's see what you're going to pour. Because, I mean, sometimes we try tuntumba. We have got this ego. Aleni, the best thing that you can do, all of us, that if we surround ourselves Edgar Lungu, we will have value. We will have value, just like that Uka. It has value because Edgar Lungu is there. If Edgar Lungu was not there, Uka would not be anywhere. So I'm without Takwatiri, Nimoshan. Edgar Lungu, if whatever you are not making a decision, we will have to force Edgar Lungu to be on his own. We start campaigning for Edgar Lungu and we put Uka aside. We stop talking about Uka. If the decision cannot be made, we have to put Edgar Lungu aside. Whether he likes it or not, we will push him aside. Because that is our candidate. We will have to withdraw him from that Uka and put him aside so that he can contest. We can start campaigning. It has to happen. If you can't make a decision, Edgar Lungu must withdraw. He must withdraw. We put Uka aside, and all those who want to be on their own, let them be. You go and stand as presidents. Let's see How many votes here mukasanga? Allah? No. We don't have time. That's why I'm talking like this. And for some of us, it's a matter of life and death. Look where I am. You think I like it? Eh? I don't like it. I don't like to be here. I'm going through a lot of problems. I want to go back to my country. And Edgar Lungu has that hope. Iwe Edgar Lungu, umfuikishe no kumfikisha mdara. Sorry. Umfuikishe. My hope is in you. My hope is in you. So if I muna ikala pana nikane papa muko mukwati ni pansa kapachi wanse mwaikala mwalanda mwanwa tisha nchani mwafuma mwaikala mwalanda imwe nkamwela diladi file keni. Let's get serious with business. Let's get serious with business. We have got those judges we need to face. It's not even the judges. It's Saka in the Ichirem. Isaka in the Ichirem was taken that case to the Concord. So we need to deal with that. We need to deal with that. The area we do it, I mean, so far, the judges, they are not giving us the date. Why are they not giving us the dates? Why are they not giving us the date? Why are they not giving us that single judge who is hearing the matter? We need that now. We don't have the time. We need that now. We need that case decided this year. This year, this case must be decided this year. By December, we should have that case disposed of. It can be done. If you can hear the all electoral petition, which looks at the entire country with so much evidence, if you can look at it within 14 days, why can't you dispose of case yakwa Edgar Lungu within these few months that are remaining? Why can't you do it? If you can finish, you can decide. You can decide on an electoral petition where there is so much that has to be considered. So much has to be considered. You have so many witnesses that have to come forward. You have to decide it within 14 days. Number EKC, you have got only papers to read. Only papers. Utuma affidavit katushinga nitunganga tutatu and whatever argument, submissions from it's nothing. It's nothing. You should be able to close up this. You don't have a reason to procrastinate this judgment to keep it for a long time. You don't. You have no reason. You have got papers this much. Utuma papers, just like this. Utuma papers, which you have to get. Just this. How long does it take? How long does it take? Dispose of that case. Dispose it off. Dispose it off before the end of this year. Before the end of this year, dispose it off so that we know where we are going. And if there is anything that you should be talking about, it's this case to be disposed of. Whether you don't want Edgar Lungu or you want Edgar Lungu, let this case be disposed of. It's okay. I'm not saying if you don't like Edgar Lungu, it's okay. You cannot even vote for him. I don't have a problem. It is your choice. It is your choice. It is your right. During the elections, a vote is secret. But let us not disadvantage Edgar Lungu. Let us not bar Edgar Lungu. Let us not disenfranchise Edgar Lungu. Because if you allow this, mukasangati naimo one day, baka mifumiapo, you will not be able to contest, or you will not be able to vote, or you will not be able to get a job. So we should not allow impunity. We should not allow dictatorship to rule over us. Let us not disagree democratically. It's okay. Democratically, we shouldn't. It's not always that good that we agree. No. We can agree not to decide. We can agree to disagree. We can do that. That's not a problem. But let us unite in making sure that democracy, justice is followed. Let us agree on that one. Because don't think that because you are on this side, because you are on Upnd Ichirema, because Upnd Ichirema will not be in power. Upnd Ichirema will not be in power. Do you want to be treated the same way that Edgar Lungu is being treated? No, you don't want that. So let us protect the institutions of our governance. Let us protect our democracy. That is what I'm talking about. Let us unite on that one. Let us go and differ on the ballot. Let us go and differ on the ballot. This case can be determined. If we can determine a matter within 14 days, an electoral petition within 14 days, why can we fail to finish up a matter which comes with papers this much? This much. Anyway, Nalanda san.